Hello there. I greet you all with the love of our Lord Jesus Christ, dear brothers and sisters. Here we start with our new edition. As I mentioned last week, beginning today, we're going to have a new edition and series of presentation. This will be some changes where we're going to have shorter time of presentations, and maybe I said you are tired of listening there, so that's why I said we're going to make it shorter, up to 5 minutes. And also, we're going to have a new title, which is going to be called Give Up Something, but Take Up Something Else. So this title will help us to give up something in our life that is bothering and interrupting our spiritual lifestyle and faith. On the other hand, we're going to take up something which is going to help us to grow in our spiritual faith. So today we are going to discuss together to give up judging and take up discerning. When we think about the word judgment, we know that we judge in our life every day. And we know a lot of quotes where we hear and learn which says, for example, don't judge too quickly, or don't judge the book by its cover. And if we look into the Bible, Jesus has said in the book of Matthew, don't judge others, because you will be judged the same way. So it is very clear that as a Christian, we are not called to judge others. However, we do, and we practice judgment in our life. We judge people by their looking. We judge people sometimes by their action without knowing the situation that made them to become in that action. So if I would say, I will give up judgment, so how can I find the remedy for that judging and judgment concept? Take up discerning. Whenever we discern, that means we understand the situation, we comprehend what's going on in someone's life and what's their past story and what's their shoes that they are wearing. It's very nice when someone will say to you, don't judge others, and be in their shoes, because that means we understand what's their situation and what's their past story, and then we can decide if we're going to judge in a good way or a bad way. But in general, as a Christian, we are not called to judge others. And this is why today I invite you all, while we think about judging, let's keep in our mind that it is important to understand someone's situation, someone's past story, what they made them to become in this situation. Sometimes we see people that they have chosen different path to go forward, but we need to see what there were their options. Maybe that was the best option in the worst other options they had, and that's why they become in the situation that they have now. Judging is also something that against God's will, because Jesus said, don't judge others. While we continue our presentations every week, and while we start giving up something and then taking up something else, let's every time, whenever you hear my presentation, whenever you listen to it, please try to apply in your life. I know sometimes people listen to me, and sometimes they text me and email me and they say, we loved your presentation this time they're here. We loved your presentation about this topic. And I'm so happy that it's good for you that you are listening to them and trying to apply in your life. And this time, when we think about judging, it's really hard because you have had some experience when you judged others and you were in the wrong situation because you didn't know what their situation is. You haven't been in their shoes, and that's why you judged them. So let's all together, while we are in this Lenten season, let's give up judgment and take up discerning. Let's understand someone's situation. Let's go in their life and listen to their stories. And then, after discerning, after identifying their situation, then we'll have the right to judge, and we'll realize that we don't have that right anymore because they were in that situation because of their past story and past life. So let's all together, when we start this week, give up judging and take up discerning. God bless you. Amen.